The Inshore Fishing Association and Cabela's present the oldest, largest, and most prestigious red fishing tournament series in the nation, the IFA Redfish Tour. Jacksonville, Florida, the largest city in the state of Florida and centered on the banks of the St. Johns River, is the launching point for the second Lucas Oil IFA Pro-Am event.
It's a great fishery, and beyond that, there's a lot of different options here. You can fish deep, you can fish shallow, you can fish skinny, you can fish however you want to do it.
I'm from the West Coast, Sarasota, and we difference the tide in 2 to 3 feet of water. Here we're dealing with 6 to 6.5 feet of water, so big change, and when that tide starts moving, you better be paying attention and on your A game, or you're going to be sitting high and dry.
25 of the top touring redfish pros have been invited to compete in the Lucas Oil Pro-Am and will be randomly paired with a co-angler for this 3-day event. Only the top 10 pros and co's will advance to day 3.
The big part with the Pro-Ams is, you've got a partner in the boat, but you're on your own. I mean, you make all the decisions, you're up here pre-fishing, you figure out what you want to do, and it's not that you can't do that with a partner, but, it's all up to you.
Can't wait to get this boat in the water, see if we can't catch a couple redfish this morning.
A lot of people talking about hard to catch fish right now, but, Jacksonville's all about patterns. You gotta learn the patterns, so I'm on an outgoing tide pattern. That's what I wanted for this tournament.
Let's get out in the water for day 1 with Florida native Blake Smith.
I want to get over 10 pounds a day. I've been here a week. I know what these fish are. I know what they look like. I know what they feel like, smell like, taste like, whatever. I know that I'm going to need to break that 10-pound mark a day if I want to have success in this field, especially against the top redfish anglers in the world. I mean, these are 25 of the best of the best of the best, and it's not easy. I don't know how big he is, but he feels like he's got the possibility of being slot. He's probably slot, with probably 18 inches. Hey, he's a start. He's a start. He's a slot fish. Can you grab me that, check it underneath you? This is the only true pro-style event that we have here for red fishing, especially in the South United States. IFA, who puts it on, and Ranger Boats and Yamaha, they've been very, very gracious. But for us, red fishing is everything that we do. So having a pro-style event, with the Pro-Am, where we can have a 3-day event, 2 definite days where you're fishing with different anglers, and a 3rd day, for a championship with the top 10, there's nothing better in the industry. Dang it. No measuring. Yeah.
Where'd you put the board? There, it's right there beside you.
I don't even know why I'm measuring this sugar.
The slot limit for Florida is 18 to 27 inches, and Blake and his co-angler, Donnie Johnson, are weeding through the dinks looking for a big keeper.
I got him, big one.
I got you pull down, go ahead.
Get the net.
I got iron.
Big fish, real big fish. Oh my gosh. Dang! Did he come off? Yeah. Hey, see that going?
It's been a tough morning here in Jacksonville. When the IFA Redfish Tour returns, we'll see if the conditions improve. The IFA Redfish Tour is brought to you in part by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Lucas Oil, high-performance oil products. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Hobie Fishing, Mirage Drive Pedal Systems. Ram Trucks, Guts, Glory, Ram.
When you pack your cooler for a barbecue or even a tailgate party, be sure to pack it with Chillin' Brew, powered by Arctic Ice. Chillin' Brew in a cooler can keep beer at the perfect drinking temperature longer than ice. Grab some brews and Chillin' Brew today.
With a great history in drag racing, and now into the marine market, Lucas is proud to offer an ethanol treatment for a wide range of boat motors on the market today. Lucas Safeguard Ethanol Fuel Conditioner with stabilizers was developed to specifically address issues associated with using ethanol-based fuels. Increase your mileage and performance with Lucas Oil High Performance products. Learn more at lucasoil.com.
Every curve, edge, line, and feature is designed for one quest: to seek, find, follow, and catch fish. It's all part of the Take Charge mission of the Ranger Saltwater Series. Experience the total performance difference at a Ranger dealer today. Whether you're trolling, bowling, drifting, anchored, or chasing the tide, these shallow water legends are built to fish as well as fly. Yamaha Outboards. You love the water, now own it.
The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The 2013 Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy. Engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500. Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
Welcome back to the IFA Redfish Tour here in Jacksonville, Florida for the second Lucas Oil Pro-Am event of the 2014 season. Conditions have been tough this morning out on the water.
You know, things changed that we weren't prepared for. I like to be prepared for everything, but it doesn't always happen. We changed the baits up, changed some things around, and it ended badly, but we gave it our best shot.
Let's meet up with pro angler Billy Nicholas and his day one co-angler Gabriel Lippert.
You're gonna make it, but we're gonna try. Nah, nope. Stretch, baby, stretch. I'm gonna grow some, baby. Ain't gonna happen. He's just a 1/4 inch short. Coming to an area like this when you have 5, 6, 7 foot of tide change every day, you got to have a little bit of help. You can't just jump in a boat and take off running. There's oyster beds and shell reefs.
Little red. Is it?
You know, things that just completely destroy a boat in a matter of minutes. If you run up on one, you get yourself back in one of these little flats and that tide falls out. The tide moves so fast here, in 30 minutes you can be in 2 foot of water. 30 minutes later, you can be in, 6 inches of water sometimes. So, a little local knowledge. I've got a friend of mine here in Jacksonville that owns Slayer Lures, and we use a lot of his baits down in Louisiana. And gave him a call and asked him for some advice, and he told me some of his favorite spots to fish. Getting a little help, a little local knowledge, keep you out of trouble. It definitely helps when you come to a new estuary. Talk to me, Goose.
A little bit better. Oh, you just spit.
No, I mean, we knew going in Jacksonville was going to be tough. It always is, there's no doubt about it. It's a tough fishery this time of year. The water temperature's up. It's hard to get these fish to eat. I'm kind of disappointed that, the fish that I thought we could catch, we didn't get the high water bite. Still had a lot of confidence that these fish would be in here. They've been here consistently every day, and we just didn't see the fish. I mean, they're not here.
The IFA anglers are going to have to make adjustments if they want to stay in this until the third day. Back at the day one weigh-in, the weights were low across the board, but going into day two, John Oliverio had a big target on his back with the almost 15 pounds he brought in on day one.
We went to a spot where I know a big flat drains, and there's a couple places that the big fish like to hang out, and upgraded. Both of them are over 7 pounds.
Well, the game plan today is going to be hopefully when the tide starts dropping off and the fish start dropping out of the creek and hang out in the intercoastal today. I'm hoping I can pull out about 10, 11 pounds because I'm down in 16th place right now and I need to get up there for sure. So just be aggressive and hope for the best.
Doing great this morning, but to fish tomorrow I got to have a lot of weight, and I don't think it's going to happen, but we're going to go try, do our best, and see what happens.
Well, we're gonna run up here. We're gonna have a little bit of a wait in the morning. We're gonna fish like crazy, but hopefully we get 2 good ones. I can get in the top 10, we can get Barbara in the top 10 too. It's wide open. There's not a lot of weight on the board, so a good sack today moves everybody a long ways. So we're gonna go get ours.
We'll start out day 2 with IFA veteran Artie Price Jr., who is hoping to get the topwater bite going this morning.
Underneath this box right here, right where his feet are. Ain't what we want. Forget about it.
What's that?
Forget about it. Ain't what we want. Got a ladyfish snagged in the top of the head on an entry cast. Look at that.
Check that out.
He just got near it.
I'll go ahead and put the net in the back just in case, all right?
Day 1 was pretty tough. I mean, the fishing's tough. We're going to slow down a little bit today and go hit the same thing I hit yesterday and see what happens. I mean, I think today's going to be tougher than yesterday. Took 6.1 pounds to get to 10th place. And today will probably, I think it'll take probably 4.5 to 5 pounds on top of that. I think 11.5 pounds will probably make it. We're sitting at 11.5 right now, so I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 fish today just to make the top 10. And we catch a Jacksonville. At least he ate it.
Yeah, he did. He said he wanted 218, but we got to specify, you know?
Today's definitely a lot tougher than yesterday. By this time yesterday, I've already had 4 fish in the boat. Today we've had 0, other than ladyfish and jacks and mystery fish. And today's definitely a lot tougher. So we're gonna make a little round through here, hit 2 more oyster bars, and we're gonna relocate.
Artie is grinding it out here on day 2. When the IFA Redfish Tour continues, we'll see who will come out on top here in Jacksonville. Most of the IFA field of anglers trust Ranger boats to get them to and from their spots safely. Let's put your Ranger knowledge to the test. What are the advantages of the Ranger aluminum MPV series rawhide finish? For the answer to this and for a Ranger boat that was built to be yours, visit mydreamrig.com.
Are you looking for a new boat this year? Check out Premier Yamaha Boating Centers for a full selection of boats to meet your saltwater and freshwater needs. And be sure to stop by our newest Premier Yamaha Center, located in San Antonio, Texas, up I-35 North. To find a Premier Yamaha Boating Center near you, visit www.premier-yamaha.com.
C.A. Richardson here for Power Pole, where every shallow water anchor is designed and tested to be extremely quiet. How quiet? Let's take a look. Hey guys. Great work, guys.
Don't slam the door.
Power Pole, deadly silent to help you catch more fish.
For years, they've quietly taken you where the fish are. But now the silence is about to break. With the incredible iPilot Link, your Minn Kota and Humminbird can communicate with each other, so you can hold on a spot like an electronic anchor, record and return to waypoints and paths, follow any depth contour, and more. All automatically and all from your Humminbird or the Link remote. They talk, and you'll be speechless.
Gulp Alive from Berkeley is the most revolutionary artificial bait yet. Its potent attractant acts like a blood trail in the water. And unlike live bait, you can recharge and reuse it. In fact, it not only outlasts live bait, it actually outfishes live bait. Yeah, that's what we thought you'd say. Gulp Alive from Berkeley. What you need to catch more fish.
The IFA Redfish Tour is brought to you in part by Pure Fishing, Berkeley, catch more fish. Hummingbird Electronics, simply, clearly, better. Ion Sports Video Camera. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Arctic Ice, preserve an Arctic refuge in your cooler. Welcome back to the IFA Redfish Tour here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. 25 of the top redfishing touring pros have been invited to compete in the Lucas Oil Redfish Tour Pro-Am with over $72,000 in cash payouts on the line. The wind and tides have done a number on these pros who are struggling to bring anything into the boat.
We're just trying to scrape out the last hour here and see if we can't get one keeper, maybe two keepers, just to keep us in the game.
Let's get out on the water for day 2 with former Lucas Oil Pro-Am champion Greg DeVault and his day 2 co-angler Barbara Skopolidis.
There we go. There we go.
All right, yay.
I've fished up here a lot over the years. We've been up here a lot with the IFA and some other tournaments and stuff like that. So I know the area fairly well. So you go to areas you're familiar with and see what's there. You always look for live water. You know, a lot of mullet, a lot of crabs, a lot of shrimp. We're able to find, you know, all of that in some places and, you know, certain parts of that in areas too. But what we found is the deeper areas that have a lot of current are holding some fish. So we keyed in on that. You know, I'm fishing a big mud bar near a real heavy current area. And the fish kind of pull up on that bar, and the mullet are up there, and the shrimp are up there, and they go up there and feed as that tide's dropping. So I've got about a 45-minute window on the outgoing tide and about a 45-minute window on the incoming tide. Oh yeah, he's big.
That is a big one.
Greg had over 13 pounds at the start of day 2, but struggled to get the right size and specs in the boat today.
He'll make it.
Numero uno.
There's number 1. We want to replace him, but that's number 1.
That's important.
Back at the day 2 weigh-in, Greg's small keeper managed to be just enough to keep him in the game for day 3.
The fishing is just actually a tough bite. Trying to figure out where the fish are, because the fish have a good chance to get up in the grass and get away from where you would think they would be. You know, you normally fish points and bars and stuff, but whenever that tide gets up high, those fish get up in that thick grass, and it just makes it tough to get a bait in there and get to where the fish are living.
But I think we're all fishing for second. I mean, second place boat's 9 pounds behind, and you know the way the weights have been, I don't know that John even needs to fish today. If he catches one fish, yeah, there's nobody going to catch him. It doesn't even have to be a big one.
Hey, made the cut with very little weight. Get to fish the 3rd day, bring home a check. Hey, it's all downhill from here.
I had a tough day 1. I weighed in 2.5 pounds and still made day 3. So it's the only tournament that I've ever done that. But we had an epic day 2. I guess greatness happens on day 3, so we'll see what happens.
Out on the water, IFA Pro John Henninger is starting his final day with over 19 pounds.
You know, with the Lucas Oil Pro-Am here, I think it's a great venue. You know, and you get a chance to meet guys that you've never seen before, fish, and just because they're amateur don't mean you can't learn something from them.
He's right here in the boat. Oh, I knew that.
Frickin' Jack.
In that shallow of water.
There's fish. I was just going to say we don't got a fishing boat yet, but hey, that might be a trout.
Oh, right, get him in. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, he is a little red.
What?
Yeah, he's a little dinker.
Oh, man, can you imagine?
Yeah. So anyway, I was getting ready to say we hadn't had a fish in a boat yet, but
there it is.
There's the first red. So
at least
he's definitely not a keeper, but at least it breaks the ice. I'm not worried yet, but I would like to have had 2 fish in the boat.
The struggle continues here in Jacksonville, but there's a saying in the IFA, when the fishing is tough, that someone is catching them. And that someone is pro angler John Oliverio. started out day 3 with a commanding 9-pound lead.
The 9-pound lead? Well, let's see. I think the biggest weight somebody could get is 15 pounds. So I'd say a 1 6-pound fish, I'd be happy. I think Dewey here, he needs a little bit more than that. So we're gonna try to put another 13 pounds in the boat. I think those fish are here. We didn't beat them up that hard. The only thing that worries me is if we don't get anything on the incoming, that whole high tide period when all the fish are way up in the grass and you can't get to them, seems like forever. It's not that big.
Be good enough for now.
Alrighty. Dewey, that is a 4-pounder. Woo! That is a relief off of my back.
When the IFA Redfish Tour continues, we'll see if John has sealed his win. The IFA presents the Super Clean Tip of the Day. Cleaning your boat regularly not only stops the spread of harmful, non-native species, but also keeps your boat in great running condition. For more cleaning tips, visit supercleanbrands.com.
Hobie kayaks provide the ultimate lightweight fishing platforms that will offer anyone what they want when it comes time to hit the water. Hobie Kayak's commitment to innovation, quality, and owner satisfaction is unparalleled in the industry. So when it's time for you to go kayaking, remember there's only one name to remember, and that's Hobie Kayak.
Are you looking for a new boat this year? Check out Premier Yamaha Boating Centers for a full selection of boats to meet your saltwater and freshwater needs. And be sure to stop by our newest Premier Yamaha Center, located in San Antonio, Texas, up I-35 North. To find a Premier Yamaha Boating Center near you, visit www.premier-yamaha.com.
At Amphibia, we've resolved to build a product that nobody else offers, using methods that nobody else is using, optimized for life on water and land. The choice of top bass fishing pros. Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities, and to float in water. Amphibia sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The 2013 Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy, engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500, Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
Hey!
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
Welcome back to the Lucas Oil IFA Redfish Tour Pro-Am event in Jacksonville, Florida. The weights have been low and the anglers have struggled, but one angler has figured out the bite and is not looking back. And that's pro angler John Oliverio. John came into day 3 with a 9-pound lead and has already picked up 4 pounds this morning.
We went down our shoreline, the tide went high, we did not see a single fish, so we decided to come across to the other side of the intercoastal where it's a little bit more of a hard edge, there's not as much creeks. And within 10 minutes, he came right out of the grass. He was probably not even, he might have even been up in the grass. But Still using a popping cork, still had my weighted shrimp on there. Ran it right past the edge of a little point and he came out and crushed it.
You got another one?
Got another one.
That's a better sign.
That's a little bigger fish too.
Oh,
come on, get in my boat.
Come on, baby. Stay by.
There he goes.
Yes. Oh, get short.
He's making it.
I think so.
I think he's in there. I think he's in there.
Boy.
Hold it.
Woo. That'll do it for you.
Oh, he's in there. He's only 25 and a half.
That'll do it for you.
5.5 pounder.
Well, buddy, congratulations.
Thank you, Dewey.
With 2 fish in the live well, let's head to the weigh-in. John Oakes managed to bring in 2 fish on all 3 days and finished in 3rd place with 25.49 pounds. Former Pro-Am champion Eddie Adams has managed to stay in the winner's circle in 2nd place with 27.42 pounds. And winner of the Jacksonville Lucas Oil Redfish Tour Pro-Am with a commanding lead on all 3 days was John Oliverio with 38.52 pounds.
They do not have a chance to win, so your winner for Lucas Oil Pro-Am is John Oliverio. Great job.
John led the field all 3 days, but let's take a look back at the fish that tipped the scales in his favor with this Ion catch of the day. This catch of the day was brought to you by the Ion Sports Video Camera. Shoot and share your fish with us at ioncamera.com.
Well, fishing up here in Jacksonville with all these guys that have been up here for years and years, you know, to come out here and to put 3 good bags together and every day it's incredible to do it and to finish it up where I didn't even need my fish today. I could have went out there and not caught anything and still won it. That's something that's a pat on my back that I don't think I could get any other way.
Congratulations, John. Here are the final tournament standings for the Lucas Oil IFA Pro-Am event here in Jacksonville, Florida. Join the IFA Redfish Tour family. The IFA Redfish Tour regular season events are going on now. Enter your 2-person team, father, son, husband, wife, brothers, sisters, anyone is welcome. And all for a low entry fee. The events are only 1 day with over 100% payouts for the top prize. Find us online at ifatours.com and we'll see you on the water.
That is a trout, isn't it? Look at that trout.
God, look at the size of this trout. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, I was hoping it wasn't. That's a big one.
Oh my goodness. A lot of people like to have this trout.
Oh, yeah. That is a